Good day, I'm JNF Salles.
And I'm Jedithvic A. Almuestro. We are English teachers from Tansan National Comprehensive High School, Senior High School.
And we are proud to present to you our research entitled Pouring the Ink, Motivation and State of Flow of Senior High School Students in Creative Writing.
To give you background or rationale of our study, creative writing is one of the specialized subjects for students under humanities and social sciences strands, or USE. We are going to discuss the three main variables, which are first, writing. So though it is frustrating, we have to accept that even writing is the most needed skill in school. It is neglected, perhaps because we all have to meet the learning competencies of all the subjects set by the Department of Education, which leads to insufficient time on task. However, as writing teachers, we have to give them ample time to accomplish the task, and along with this, we should also understand the second variable, which is motivation. According to the study, The Challenges in Teaching Writing, motivation is one of the factors which hinder students to write spontaneously. For our third variable, this is the theory of flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, a Hungarian psychologist. Flow experience is when a person is completely involved in what he or she is doing, when the concentration is very high, and when the person knows moment by moment what the next steps should be. Actually, flow experience could happen not only when playing or when you are doing activities that you really like. For example, playing basketball, singing, or painting. Flow experience could also happen when a person is working, like when you feel that you are in the moment of solving mathematical problems and it seems you are really concentrated on tasks and you forget about the time and other activities because you are into it. The same thing with writing. Writers also experience a state of flow while they are crafting their poems and conceptualizing stories. Here are the 9 components of flow. First, merging of action and awareness, clear goals, concentration and task at hand, ambiguous feedback, transformation of time, sense of control, loss of self-consciousness, autotelic experience, challenge skills, balance. To better explain the theory, this is the graphic presentation of flow. If the task is too difficult, which doesn't match the level of their skills, they would feel anxiety or fear of failure. On the other hand, if the task is so easy and their skills are very high, they will feel boredom and finally lost their interest. For the research questions, we would like to answer the following. First, what is the state of flow level of students in writing? Second, what difficulties do students experience in achieving flow in writing? Third, what motivating experiences do students experience in achieving flow in writing? And last, how may the findings be used to construct composition lessons for senior high school students? For the scope and limitations, all the answers will come from students of Tansan National Comprehensive High School. This study does not attempt to determine the differences in proficiency in writing as a result of flow experience. For the method, we utilize mixed method, for we use 2 types of questionnaires, which is the flow state scale and flow dimension open-ended form. So for the locale of our study, so we use students from our school, Tansan National Comprehensive High School. And for the sampling method, we use purposive sampling. It's because our respondents are students from humanities and social sciences who took up creative writing last semester.
For our specific steps in data gathering procedure, it is divided into 3. The first one is we administered writing activity to our respondents and then distributed the 2 questionnaires, again the flow state scale and flow dimension questionnaire. And lastly is the retrieval and analysis of data. For our instrument, we adopted Flow State Scale by Payne, Jackson, Noh, and Stine-Morrow, 2011. This instrument enabled us to determine the level of state of flow of our students. And the second questionnaire or instrument is the Flow Dimension Questionnaire by Egbert, 2003, which enabled us to know the motivating experiences and writing difficulties of our respondents. Here is the photo of our actual questionnaire, which is the flow state scale. As you can see, it is a Likert scale wherein 1 means strongly disagree, while the highest is 5, which means highly agree or strongly agree. It is again composed of 9 categories, namely merging actions and awareness, clear goals, concentration on task at hand, unambiguous feedback, challenge skill balance, transformation of time, sense of control, loss of self-consciousness, and lastly, autotelic experience. Here are now the open-ended questions from the Flow Dimension Questionnaire of Egbert 2003. These questions again enabled us to determine motivating experiences and writing difficulties of our respondents. For our data analysis, we computed for the weighted mean of each category in the flow state scale. And we also did thematic coding of our respondents' answers in the open-ended questionnaire or flow dimension by Egbert 2003. Finally, here are our research findings.
So here is the state of flow level. For the first question, for the first research question, what is the level of state of flow of our students? So based on the 9 components of state of flow, students exhibit high levels of autotelic experience, transformation of time, challenge skills balance, clear feedback, and clear goals. Meanwhile, they display moderate levels of merging action and awareness, concentration on task, sense of control, and loss of self-consciousness.
And we figure out that motivating experiences of our respondents are actually divided into 3. The before, during, and after writing. Before writing, students' motivating experiences can be classified. Students' motivating experiences before writing are students are motivated when the task coincides their skills and interest. During writing, they are driven because of learning atmosphere and writing tools provided. Lastly, after writing, they are motivated due to the benefits they will obtain from the task. On the other hand, the writing difficulties of our respondents are divided into 2, before and during. Before writing difficulties encompass task condition and lack of interest. During writing difficulty is composed of unconducive learning atmosphere and writing incompetence. And now, based on our research findings, here are the implications of our study. It is important to determine the state of flow of students because it is important for students to achieve the state of flow in writing. And because of that, as writing teachers, we should craft lesson plans in creative writing that would enable the flow in writing. And for our recommendations, laying a good foundation of grammar, wide vocabulary, and idea generation are necessary for students to be confident in writing. Second is, writing lessons should be based on students' interest and skills. Third, it is also important for us teachers to provide writing prompts to help our students begin their writing activity. And we should also allow social interaction among our students because it will help them with their writing activity. And lastly, as teachers, we should be able to provide the rationale of the writing task for us for our students to know the essence or the reason why they are doing the activity. And before we end our presentation, we would just like to share with you this quotation by Joseph Chilton Pierce.
To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong.
Once again, I am Jayanne Salles.
I'm Jedithvic A. Almuestro.
And we are proud to present to you our research study entitled Pouring the Ink